This Tahitian lime was one of the first trees we planted when we moved here 13 years ago. And the masses of fruit we get from this tree all year round is a great example of the power of chicken poop. Because this tree initially received the lion's share of our homemade chicken manure, and boy has it thrived ever since. G'day, I'm Mark from Self-Sufficient Me. Some important person once said, and I quote, "Chicken poop is one of the most amazing discoveries to benefit mankind." And I agree with that. Did you know that chicken poop has more nitrogen than any other organic animal manure? It's true. Chicken poop is high in nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. All the nutrients that your fruit and veg just love. And that's the primary reason why we decided to get 6 more chickens, so that they could produce more manure for us to use as fertiliser in the garden. Let's get into it. In fact, a lot of our food garden success has been built on poultry manure. Not just chickens, but also quail and ducks. However, chickens are by far the most productive. We're currently in the process of rebuilding our flock so that we can get those poop levels up again. And I decided this time we'd find a big breed of chicken to maximise the output. So we're getting 6 more hens today, and the problem is I haven't finished that bloomin' chicken run off yet. I was supposed to finish the chicken run by Christmas. If you follow my videos, you'd know that, but I just haven't had the opportunity to get it all done at once. So I've been doing it bit by bit, and it's really close. I've got just about all the netting done, and all I need to do now is put the door on so that by nightfall we can get these new hens in. They've got a larger area to sort of walk in and out of the coop from, so that I don't have to shut that coop door like I've got now to keep the pythons out and all the big nasties. Let these fellas out. It's a big mess here at the moment. I've got ladders, I've got tools, I've got rubbish. Here's the door. It's the same door that I used for our quail pen over there.
Then I realised I still had to patch up a bit of mesh and also secure the pavers around the door. Before I knew it, it was time to pick the birds up, so I had to skedaddle and hope to finish the door later.
Time to pick up our Orpingtons. Orpington birds, they're a really big breed, and I wanted a big breed because I wanted to see how good their eggs were, but I wanted them to have big poops as well. And I know that might sound weird, but fresh chicken manure is about the best fertiliser you can get for your garden. So why not give some birds a home, eat their eggs, and also utilise their waste? It's a win-win-win to me. These birds are coming from Childers, up north of us, and the pickup point is at the McDonald's across the freeway. There they are, transporting them by trailer all the way from Childers. Alright, I've just picked them up, and they're looking good birds. I'm quite happy with them. All different colours. A couple of white, grey, a red, another grey, the red one underneath there. Here we are, girls, to your new home. And new owners. I'll take them down now. I still haven't got that door on, but we'll take them down. We'll put them in the coop, lock them up, and then when I'm ready, we can let them out. Well, this is going to be very interesting, isn't it? I think so they don't get lost initially. We'll just lock them in the coop. We'll keep the other hens out, and we'll lock them in the coop for this half an hour or so, and I'll see if I can get this door on ASAP, and then we can let them all just roam in the outer pen here. These are all Orpingtons, so they're big birds. They'll grow a lot bigger than our other birds.
You can see it in the feet.
Yeah.
Feet's huge.
But a lovely dark red. Lovely. Grey buff type.
Hello.
About 6 weeks old. Good. They're all vaccinated. All professionally bred. Beige, brown.
Baby.
Yeah.
How old's that one?
They're between 6 to 10 weeks. This one's probably just on 6.
Yeah.
Just getting the feathers. Well, that's 3. This should be producing a whole lot of poop in another couple of months. Lovely grey. This breed is supposed to be quite a placid breed of bird, very friendly.
The white ones.
No, all the
All
Orpingtons, yeah. All right, well that's that. I'll put the door on and then we can let them all out. You guys will have to stay out for a while till I get this done. Well, you can probably see it's looking pretty gloomy. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon and we've got a big storm that's about to come over, or I think it is, and I'm going to get that camera gear inside because it's way too expensive to waste in the rain. I've got the door frame just about done, so that's going to work well once I get it squared away. Finish off some of these screws and then put some mesh over it. That's all. I'm just going to put chicken wire mesh over it.
Well, it hasn't stopped raining, so it looks like I can't still finish the chicken pen off and put that, or finish the door. I've got the frame up, but I just haven't got the mesh on yet. It's incredible. This has been the longest chicken run build in history. Before the storm came, I decided to open the coop up so that the older hens would be able to get back in and under shelter. No more work today. Doesn't it give you that? You're just trying to get a job done and you just can't take a trick. I get half an hour at it and then it rains and I've got to go back up and take all my bloody equipment up, and I don't know what these birds are doing out in the rain. What are you doing? Why aren't you in the shelter? Well, at least these young pullets had the sense to stay inside. Keep warm. I don't know where the other 4 are. Which is a decent storm. Well, I found 2 more of those pullets, and I've got another 2 that's in the pen but on the other side. So I've got to get them because they're in the rain and put them back here because I don't think they know where to go. But at least I've got these other 2. So now they're having a feed. They probably haven't had a feed for an hour. Okay, got them. Both wet as hell. You guys, you can fend for yourselves and go back home. I don't know what you're doing out in the rain. This is the old pen, the other half that I need to refurb. It's a big mess at the moment. I have to clean that up when I get a chance. I just wanted to get this new run finished first. Look at this one coming out. I mean, what's to go with hens wanting to get in the rain? These fellas, they weren't liking it out here at all. Oh. Well, at least I got the pavers done. They work well and do a good job too. The last thing you want is a mud slosh at the front of your pen. And there you go. Then there were 6. 4 wet ones and 2 dry ones. Okay, I think we'll have to take that as a wrap. Another adventurous day with the new chickens, all just for extra poop. Can you believe the trouble I'm going through just for the veggie garden and extra manure from chickens? Must be worth it, hey?
Well, this is the next day after the storm, and I can already hear in there it's pretty rowdy. We'll see how the little fellas went after this big bucketing down of rain. The thing is, 5 chickens is all right for manure, especially if you're keeping them in a confined space like a chicken tractor. You can generate quite a bit. But in a situation like this where they're free ranging, a lot of the manure that you get is when they're inside their coop and cooped up or roosting for the night. And that's where a lot of the golden manure is kept or happens, you know, in that area. So 5 chickens is okay, generates all right amount, but really 10 or so hens is what really obviously doubles that. And the more kitchen scraps we can give these chickens, the better it's going to be for our fruit trees and vegetable garden. And the more poop that's going to generate. Besides being spread around the plants or dug into the garden, chicken manure can be used as a really effective liquid fertiliser. To make a liquid fertiliser, add a handful of chicken poop to a bucket with water and mix it up well, breaking down as much of the solids as possible. Pour this mix into a 9-litre watering can and top up, then use as normal in the garden. To use it as a compost activator or nutrient enhancer, make it the same way, except use a little bit more, about 6 handfuls, make a thicker mix into a bucket. You don't have to use a watering can. And then once it's mixed in really well, probably add a little bit extra water, say fill the bucket up, and then you can pour this slurry mix into a pile of compost, and the extra nitrogen and the microbes contained in that mix will then activate that compost pile and help it break down better. You could also use a little bit of that into something like a compost tumbler, especially if you've got a really dry mix or a paper type mix that you want to break down. Now, I know what many of you must be thinking. Why not just use a commercial poultry fertiliser instead of keeping more chickens? Because wouldn't that be cheaper than feeding more birds? Well, a few reasons. Firstly, raw chicken manure is better than the commercial stuff because it not only is good fertiliser, it also adds structure to the soil and holds water better, whereas the commercial products only add nutrients. Secondly, we produce a lot of free chicken feed here in the form of free ranging our birds, excess produce from our food garden, and kitchen scraps. So it's not really breaking the bank in buying grains for our hens. Actually, we save on fertilisers so the hens pay for themselves. And thirdly, we love chickens, so keeping more is fun and enjoyable for us, and we don't look at it as an economic transaction. And that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video on the amazing benefits of chicken poop. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. If you've got any comments or questions or tips on chicken poop and how you can use it, feel free to whack them in the comment section below because I'd be interested to read them. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.